How you doing? I'm Jeff with Jeff's Lawn Landscaping. I live here in Indianapolis, Indiana. Just wanted to get on here and talk just a little bit. So I didn't end up doing a video yesterday and wasn't planning on doing one today. I was going to wait and do it one tomorrow. But I actually went for a walk and I got to thinking about some of the customers that I want to go up on next year. And I told a couple customers this week when I was mowing that next year that I'll be going up on the mowing. I told them $5 more a cut. So I just decided that I would go ahead and tell some of them now because I didn't want it to be a surprise to them at the beginning of the year. I kind of thought about it. You can think, some people may say that that's a mistake to do it now, because I even thought that if I told them, that gives them time to find somebody else, or you may even lose out the rest of the year. But I chose to go ahead and tell them just where, they wouldn't be surprised. But I went for a walk today and was thinking about that, and I just got to really thinking, which, I thought of this before, but if you get to really thinking of what all goes into what we do, what we have to spend, it would probably kind of depress you. But like I said, I know that there's a lot that goes into what you have to buy and everything. But if you really sit down and think about it, starting with your insurance that you have to go out and mow if you want to be legit, your truck payment, your equipment payment, your gas and everything that you use, 2-cycle, you go to change your oil in the mowers, in your trucks, the weed eaters you have to buy, the blowers, and which I could go on and on about this, which this video would be too long. But to me, it's kind of hard on me to go up on a customer, because I'm always thinking that well, I may lose the customer, and I don't want to make it hard on them. But at the same time, if you don't go up occasionally, you're going to get to where you're making less and less on that job as everything goes up. You can't afford not to go up. And one customer, I told him that I was going to have to go up $5 a cut next year, and she was really understanding. Said, "Oh, I definitely understand. You don't, because I was kind of giving her the sales pitch on it, and she just more or less said, you don't have to say no more. I understand. It's no problem." And those are the customers I like having, And it's not just the money. It's just that they understand that you got to have, money and to make it. And if you don't go up occasionally, you're not going to make money. And I mean, I think a lot of them, they understand. And to me, if I was paying somebody to mow, I would try to pay them, reasonable, where maybe they would stay, especially if they do a good job. Because you know how it is anymore, it's hard to get help. I mean, I've even heard with them that they even have trouble with getting people to come out and mow. Because I've went and bid on jobs, and I would give them a price, and some of them might act like it's a little high, and I said, to me, I bid it where I feel like I need to be, and if they want to do it, okay. If not, but so a lot of times I'll tell them, if you think it's a little high and you want to get other bids, I totally understand, but I just feel like this is what I have to have. And I have people come out and just tell them, I've called two or three places, and you're the only one that come out and gave me a price. Just go ahead and do it. So, I don't try to rip them off, but at the same time, I want to bid it right, because I definitely don't want to go there and be mowing all year long and feel like I'm not making no money. Um, so, but yeah, I just wanted to talk a little bit, about everything that it costs to go out to do a job. And I think a lot of customers, they'll look, where I won't say a lot, there's some customers that'll look at it as like your high school or middle school kid coming out with your mom and dad's push mower, and all you have is the gas in that push mower. Uh, of course, it's not the case when you're doing this for a living. It's more than just gas. A lot of people, they'll say, "Oh, I'm gonna have to go up because of the gas," and like I said, there's just a lot more to it than just the gas. And so, if you go to bid on a job and you're having a hard time, tell them that you need more. You need to think about what all you're having to spend to do this job. And I don't want to say this in a way to push you to go up on your jobs, and then you come back and say, hey, I lost these jobs because you was pushing me to go up. That's just a decision that you have to make. But like I said, you need to look at how much it's costing you. And if you feel like you're making good money and don't have to go up on them, that's great. I would leave it alone. But if you feel like you're not making no money, I feel like you got to make the decision to go up. But you're always taking a chance of losing the customer. But that's why a lot of times I'll advertise, even if I feel like I have enough jobs, I don't need no more. I'll advertise and try to get a little bit more than what I really need, just in case I lose jobs. If I go up on them, or sometimes you run into people that you can't please, and you may lose some here and there, or they may move. There's a lot of reasons. So. If you're just starting out and you don't have very many, I wouldn't recommend you just go through there and just up your prices and risk losing some that way. But if you're getting to where you're having a hard time keeping up with the jobs, and like I said, you feel like you're not making no money, you may look into doing that. And with me, I try not to go up too much. I always, like I told them, $5. I feel like if somebody is going up every couple years at $5 every 2 to 3 years, I don't feel like that's asking for much, because every 2 to 3 years everything's going up, and to ask for $5 more cut, I don't feel like is that much. But I mowed a yard for a person for 3 years, and went up on him $5. That was the first time I ever went up on him, and I ended up losing it. So to me, I don't think $5 is that much. If you've mowed for somebody for 3 years and they're doing a good job, but at the same time, you might run into a customer that thinks different. But I would hate to be a customer and drop somebody over $5 a cut that's doing a really good job, and then end up you can't even replace the person. You might be worried about $5 more cut, and find out that you can't even get somebody to do it for what that person was going to do it for. Or they may be cheaper and they do it a few times and find out they're not making no money, and they'll quit on you. But like I said, there's customers out there that will drop you over $5. But Well, I don't want to drag this on, but it's just something I wanted to get on here and talk about. And I'd appreciate it if you would check out some of my other videos and like and subscribe. Actually, I'm trying to get to 100 subscribers by Thanksgiving. So I got a little bit of time, and if you like watching these videos and thought about subscribing, I'd really appreciate it if you did. Thanks a lot.